Hi, I'm Rob Oliver, and this is another edition of Tailgate Talk, and I'm here with Beau Smith, who's one of our salespeople and head of our marketing department. And I just wanted to go through and have you introduce you to Beau and let Beau tell you a little bit about himself. Beau, where are you from?
I'm originally from Letcher County up in eastern Kentucky, a little place called Blackie. Got a population of 26,000 for the county. Not a very big place at all, Rob, to be honest with you. But the son of a coal miner and an educator. My mother's an educator. But got the opportunity to go off to, went to high school there in Letcher County. We only had about 54 that graduated out of my senior class. So when I say small, we're talking small. Went off from there, went to college at Morehead State University, where I think most of the guys that I work with here either had an opportunity to go for a little while or spent some time there. But got my degree in mental health. Came back home to Hazard and went to work in the mental health organization for a while. I worked in that field for several years, actually. It's my first career. And while working in that field, I got to work with kids that were abused and neglected. And I've always had a soft spot for taking care of people, trying to help take care of people. So I guess that you can say that, as being a son of a coal miner and a mother and educator, I had the best of both worlds, because I had the blue collar, the drive, the hard work that my dad always had. And then I had my mom, who always wanted, education. So at the end of the day, to be honest with you, Rob, I enjoyed doing that job for a long time, but it weighed heavily on me. I mean, day in and day out, you hear about these kids and their troubles, and you can't fix everybody. You can't fix all the situations, but you give it your best, and at the end of the day, like I said, that's what I did at the beginning of my career.
Then you left and you went into the coal business?
I did. I called my dad up one day. I said, I can't do this anymore. And, family's important to me, and it's real important to me, to be honest with you, but I'll get to that in a second. But yeah, I called my dad up and I said, I can't do this job anymore. And he said, what are you talking about? You sit behind a desk, you're pushing a pencil, you got to, really? And I said, no, Dad, I just can't do it anymore. Have you got a job for me? He said, I don't right now. He said, but if you go get your training, and it's, you got to get your CPR, your safety, your first aid, and you got to get your mining certificate. He said, we'll see what happens. So I went in and got all that. Was able to luckily work for my father 3 times. And I know that sounds bad when you say you worked for him 3 times, but each time that I quit, I went to a better job, more money, but always ended up coming back, because more money doesn't always equate to a better job, to be honest with you. I worked in the coal business for almost 10 years, and the ups and downs of the coal business really caused caused me to reevaluate what I wanted to do. And one of the times when I was laid off, I got to go to work for a dealership in Hazard, which was around 2008.
And you liked the car business?
I did, and I took to it. Sometimes people say, what is the saying? I know you guys are good on saying water to a duck.
Duck to water.
That's it. That's the saying. So the opportunity came up. I went to work in the car industry, and back then, which is totally different now, they set me down in front of a computer, learned the product, and then slung me out on the floor. I didn't have the first clue what I was doing. To be honest, I enjoyed being with people. Like I said, I don't have any problem talking to anybody.
He doesn't. He was in 2008 in the car business in Hazard. And what happened pretty much in 2008?
Well, in 2008, I got to work in that field for a while, and unfortunately, it just didn't pan out for me. I ended up going, my family was real important to me, and it didn't seem like they were as focused, driven for the customers as I personally wanted to be. So I ended up going back to the coal business again, worked in that business for a little while until my daughter went off to college. And, like I was saying, family's so important to me. Rob, she came down here, she was at UK, and my wife and I happened to both be laid off at the same time. Now, my wife's an educator as well, and it's hard to believe that she got laid off from teaching, but she did, and I was off from the coal industry. So we loaded up our bags, packed up, we came down here to Georgetown, Kentucky.
That's right.
That's right.
Where'd you go work?
I went to work at Kentucky Advanced Forge, a little place out here that is, those guys out there, you talk about hard work and true blue, very good people to work with. I love those guys. Some of them have actually come here and bought a truck, matter of fact. And it's those relationships that I was able to build. The reason that I had to get out of that industry was, unfortunately, I tore my elbow. And the doctor that I went to said I couldn't do that anymore. And so there was a job posting for a salesman position in Lexington, and I was fortunate enough to be able to get that.
With his elbow, we have a lot of elbow problems here at this store, and we probably wouldn't be the best group to throw batting practice to guys because his elbow's bad. Taylor's broke his elbow, and Tyler's had 2 elbow surgeries also. So we know orthopedics also, so just throw that in. But then you got back into the car business, didn't you?
I did, and I was very fortunate. This time I got in and I got some of the best training, I will say, and worked with some really good people. However, in this industry, Rob, the big stores, it seems like to me, and I really don't want to badmouth anybody, but what I will say is this. While I had good people that I worked with, I didn't have necessarily a good company to work for. And what I mean by that is that I felt like a number at times. I felt like that my customers were just numbers. That they were, and I know that everything can be driven with money and things like that. But I'll tell you, one of the reasons when the opportunity arose that I got the chance to come up here and interview with you guys, what really drove it home for me was when you and I went out, we sat down, we had lunch one day. And you said that it was you and your son, that you'd started this business, and that it was family. And as much as I've said that in this video, I know that it may sound like it's just something that a person might say, but I mean it. I mean, when you see the way that you and Tyler interact, the way that you treat me, the way that you treat Todd, that's who I got to meet when I first got here. And to be honest with you, had it not been for that, I don't know where I'd be right now.
Beau was real big on social media. He, this business has changed and evolved over the last 35 years. When I first got in the car business, it was in the 1980s, and it was even the time that, car business got a bad name. Car business at that time, they would even take your car keys in trade-ins and throw them up on top of the building. I mean, there were just a lot of the bad things that were in the car business that you got a bad rap for. It happened at that time. That's not the way the car business is now. You can't succeed in today's market without being friendly. And I can assure you, this dude right here beside me is probably the most friendly guy you'll ever see. He had a customer in here a few weeks ago, and he has a little car fox that sits on his desk, and it's a bobblehead. And this customer, Beau's real excited when he talks to people, and he really enjoys dealing with the people. And I haven't met one person in here that didn't enjoy dealing with Beau. But he's real excited with this girl, and he tells her, she comes down from Louisville, and he says, he talks to the car fox, and he said, let's go out and see if we want to show Janelle this Rogue. So he hits the car fox, and little car fox's head's going up and down and shaking it up, and the customer stands there and says, look, Beau, we need to take this down from a 10 down to a 2. And she's the first person that I've seen that's got him to be quiet in here. But that's just a little story about Beau. But Beau has a lot of fun, and he makes it fun to work here. And we've had a lot of fun with Beau. He's a joy to work with. He has helped us. But I believe in tip of the spear marketing. A lot of that is social media. Beau's our marketing manager. He's out here trying to promote this store along with promote all the businesses in town to go with our other store over on Georgetown Road. Beau's and Tyler basically are the ones doing all the marketing, and that's what Beau enjoys. I think he's had an opportunity here to do that, and that's what I think he likes to do. Is that right?
I do, absolutely, Rob. And when you say that, it is so vitally crucial in this industry to take it to that next level. And Rob said it best. He said tip of the spear. If you're not driving traffic and helping these customers and making them not feel like that number that they were at that other dealership. And again, I really am so thankful for the opportunity to be here. Tyler and I have sat down and we've done some things, and I think that we continue to strive to be the best at it. And what a great opportunity for me, Rob. You guys have been, it's my family, and I have no intentions of going anywhere else. I hope that the consumers, the customers see how much it means to me to have them join our family. I even say it in my videos when I'm doing it. Come join our family.
Well, he's truly our friend. So we enjoy Beau. He's made it real fun to work here, and he's changed the atmosphere. It's a positive. If Beau's around here and there's something not positive, something's wrong with Beau. He's sick, and he got sick one week. But he was still pretty much a 7 on the scale, even being sick.
Taking it down to
that's
that
all.
2.
Down to a 2. Yeah, you don't want him down to a 2. He's no fun at a 2. But I enjoy Beau being here, and we really appreciate him being here.
I appreciate it, Rob, and I thank everybody for that opportunity.